Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Good Talk podcast. I'm your host, Jacob, and today my special guest is Lucas, and he's gonna show me how podcasting is done because apparently he knows more than I do.
What can I say? I'm just the talent, the sex appeal, but everything above, you know?
Yeah. All right, take it away.
We begin. What is this episode? We got done talking about One Piece, and so I think we should talk about something I like. I like One Piece, not gonna lie. But what do you think about Kingdom Hearts? With how far you've gotten?
Not my favorite.
Oh, we're done.
We're done? This is it?
This is
the podcast.
I can't. I can't stand. I can't. I discovered the power of the soundboard, and it's on my side of the room, so it's.
Yeah. I shouldn't have told him what that was.
No, you should have.
This glowing machine sitting in front of him is.
I probably would have figured it out because I would have obviously pressed the pretty looking buttons. Yeah, you can't stop me from doing this. I'm sorry. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. It's like one of my favorite things, right next to One Piece, but I think it's above One Piece just a little bit. People have called me queer for it, you know, and it's
rightfully so.
Rightfully so. It's valid. It's a very queer centric game and franchise.
And you are of the queer minority.
I am of the queer minority. It's my one debuff because but it's not bad. It's a good thing.
Lucas,
not in the eyes of the state, but you know.
I'm taking over the show.
Oh, okay. You're right. So I'm more of a.
You're a snazzy little guest that we flaunt. We put you on the big poster like tonight, Lucas.
I am definitely more of a supporting role. I am not a leading role.
Yeah.
Until it comes to my storyline, in which I'm going to knock out the park.
There's going to be one episode of this podcast where I'm just gone.
Yeah.
I'm just not here, and then the guests have to take over.
Yeah, and it's going to be one of the most emotional rides that anyone listening to this has ever heard.
I talked to Andrew about this like years ago about doing this podcast, and I'm like, and we decided like, yeah, we're just gonna have Andrew on as a special guest for like a million episodes, and then one podcast he's just gonna be gone, and then people are gonna be like, where's Andrew? Like, guys, he was only a special guest. He's not a permanent member.
Exactly. Yeah. The 10 people listening are like, where the fuck did Andrew go?
Yeah. Oh, the 3.5 people.
Yeah.
Listening.
The 3.8 people listening are like, what happened to that little funny man?
What happened to that bearded fellow?
What happened to that bearded music man? I love Andrew. Dude, I feel so bad. I keep thinking, I'm like, yeah, we're going to game one of these times. I even save the times he's like free. And then I'm like, I've never reach out.
Dude, I am awful at reaching out.
Me too.
I haven't talked to anyone that's not in Pocatello.
I mean, I do sometimes talk to people outside of Pocatello, but it's like never to an extent where I'm like, yeah, let's hang out and play games and stuff like that. Beyond like Rose, but that's because we have a weird, not a weird relationship, it's a beautiful one, where it's like we're codependent on one another sometimes just to do a mental check, like, hey, how you doing? You doing okay? It was kind of like, kinda. And then the other one's like, yeah, me too. And then we cry over the phone. And then like order pizzas and talk. We girl and gap.
Ew, mental health.
I know, it's such an ugly topic.
Girling and gapping.
Girling and gapping. I know. But it's what us queers do.
What even are you?
I'm a man. I'm a big, strong, manly man. You
don't even know.
Yeah, I let the beast out just a little bit.
Whoa.
Yeah, you don't want to. You
considered my pants shitted.
Consider mine wet. I love the sound of that. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's like
you're literally drooling over there for the soundboard.
I really am. I'm drooling, and I'm shitting my pants and splooging a little bit.
Lucas, I hope you know that we don't own this room. So this mess that you're making on the floor right now, my name's on the rental.
So is mine.
Room. I put you down.
So is mine. Yeah.
You need to calm down.
Don't make me get the beast out. Don't make me open that little red door in the back of my brain. No,
you're out of control.
I'm not.
You're out of control.
You've given me a platform to talk. You can't take it away from me.
You're so right. You're so right, King.
Thank you, baby girl.
Lucas, what would you do if you woke up tomorrow and all your bed sheets were like super wet and everything in your room is purple?
I would be like, okay, So Jacob's unlocked his godhood abilities and put me in a sick fucking reality once more. Because all your hypotheticals involve me just being like in the worst place possible or the lowest of mental states to the point where I'm a
You're saying that
baby.
your bed sheets being wet and everything in your room being purple is
I mean,
is like something that
yeah, if my reality's crumbled, then I'm gonna crumble with it. I can only stand it for so long, especially if it's a sanctum like my room. If something's different about my room and I didn't change it, then I'm like, well, my life's out of my hands now, and that's when I get the gun out. Not to do anything crazy.
what would you do with the gun?
I would have specifically a revolver, and I'd just spin the chamber until I feel better.
While pointing the gun at yourself.
Maybe.
Yes.
There'd be no bullets in there. I'm not crazy.
I think this is a bit too dark for the 5-year-old audience that we have.
The 2-year-old podcast we have, I don't know. I think their brains are already mentally stunted to even listen to this, so I don't think that what I'm saying is problematic. You can look at me with those angry eyes all you want. It's not going to change who I am.
You're fabulous, darling.
I'm fabulous. I'm ready for my close up. I forgot what the Sunset Boulevard quote is, but it's so cool. I'm ready for my close up. And then she killed the man. No, she killed the man the prior of the night, and he fell face first into a pool. And then it's like, oh, how did this happen? That's the whole movie. It's pretty cool. Sunset Boulevard, I like it. For a black and white movie, it's pretty good.
I watched it like literally last weekend.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, I watched it like my first, second week of the semester.
You know what my problem is with that movie?
What?
Is that so many other pieces of media have like
Copied
copied it. I'm like, I've seen this before.
Yeah, no, it's insane.
I know this is the original, but I've seen this at several other pieces of media.
Yeah, it's insane to see. It spawned so much inspiration through other sources of like people's brains. Like it's lasted for so long, and like wasn't there like an Archer episode based around it?
Yeah.
As well? Yeah. Where
it starts with him dead in the pool.
yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's insane to see something that's that grandstanding. It's just so cool. I honestly am obsessed with it. Especially when we open up on the scene where she's like, help me with the funeral. And he like pulls back the thing and it's her monkey. I'm like, this is who I want to be when I'm older.
A monkey?
No. A crazy old lady who's like has so much money but is losing it slowly. And then like it's like, oh, because I got kicked out of my media because I couldn't keep up with the times. I relied upon an emotional support monkey that now died, and so I have nothing left besides this anti-hero like man walking up into my house because he's avoiding tax collectors for his car. And I want
to be exactly that.
Yeah, I want to fall in love
And then kill him.
and then kill him. Yeah, once my love is not reciprocated.
And then like threaten suicide multiple times.
Yeah, kind of. Not that part. That part I was like, it's a little sad. It's a little problematic. But everything else was pretty cool. Like having a butler that was so faithful and was like madly in love with me, but I did
was
not.
Also your husband.
Was also my husband, but like I did not give him. I gave him nothing. I'm just like, no, it's not happening.
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh, I'm not feeling it. And then
I think she's so delusional that she doesn't even realize who he is.
I know it's crazy because I was like, at first I was like, why is he doing so much for her when she treats him like shit? And then the scene where we saw the ring, I was like, oh, I was like, and I and then how he's like, come on down, darling, at the last bit of the movie, and she's already like disassociating and delusional.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my cameras, I'm ready for my close up. It was insane.
And she just like creepily moves into the frame.
Yeah, no, the lighting was insane in that movie. I think that's at first I was like, black and white movies will put me to sleep. I hate them. But seeing the ones of the genres I like, I'm like, oh my god, this is actually like effective lighting. It feels not real. Especially like when she was at the top of the stairs and like there's like a part of the light was just like on her face and then like half of it and then the rest of it was just like dark shadows around everything else. And I was like, holy shit, this lady's insane. This is so scary.
What did she say at the beginning of the movie? The screens didn't get bigger. I was too big for the screens.
Yes. She was like this. She's like, yeah. She said the screens were. I believe so. Anyways. Oh no. She was like, it's something to do. She came from the silent film genre.
Yeah.
And so she was like, they just wanted to talk, and I could only act and give them the performance of a lifetime, and was like, I was too good for them. It was basically what you said, but I think she did say something about like the screens didn't get too big. I got too big for them.
Yeah.
She was iconic.
You know what I think I thought about in that movie is like, I guess like she was like very much a diva, and very hard to work with. But like, why did she leave?
Why did she leave Hollywood?
Yeah.
Well, from what my professor talked about was like, I guess actors of that time did have troubles jumping from format to format because people who didn't do talkies, which were the movies with actual dialogue and sound and stuff like that, beyond music, apparently their acting and expressions were too over animated for directors to be like, ooh, and like casters to be like, oh, I don't want that kind of person because they look really weird talking with like such exaggerated features. And only like it took the acting, like people, like actors at that time, a while to get into that because the actual actress who played that character was also from silent films.
Yeah, I think all of them, not all of them. I think a lot of them were.
And so she was like, she picked up this role because she felt related to it. She was like, yeah, I had a lot of trouble getting back into the acting scene because of how animated and how weird she looked, I assumed, on like tryouts and stuff like that for parts.
It's like completely changing everything you know about acting.
And I applaud those who were able to stick the landing, but I felt bad for those who couldn't because I'm like, damn, you just got shafted.
Their whole career is just out the window.
Just because they can make silly faces and we're working with what they had at the time. Yeah. The way that the demands of Hollywood get insane. And I feel bad for those who 100%, I mean, like, who pursue it not knowing the downsides of it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume everyone's aware of the downsides, but not knowing that the format could just flip on you like a dime and just like drop you, which is sad. But that's why we're not going to be in front of the cameras, so we have less likelihood.
Don't you want to be an actor?
No.
No.
I have too many body issues to be like, I can look confident on camera. I feel like I have the personality I could, but when it comes to like me actually being in front of the camera, I disassociate and start sweating. I shut down.
You get sassy.
I do get sassy, but I also shut down.
Out of the things we've made that I'm trying to get you to be serious, you'll put like a smirk on your face.
It's because I'm hiding the fierce smile because people assume when I smile, it's only because I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I'm enjoying. I'm happy. Smiling has been so ingrained in my brain because of how many times like just people throughout my life are just like, you need to smile you just need to smile more. It's kind of there for every emotion now. Yeah. So even discomfort, like I'll be like, eh.
No, a lot of people are like that, and a lot of people don't understand that. So like they'll get mad at people who are smiling because they're scared or nervous.
Yeah. So whatever, I'm like the camera's directly on me, I'll start smirking because I'm trying to hold back this big nervous grin where I bare my teeth like a monkey ready to attack. That's what they do.
I know. I know I describe you with like ape-like qualities, but it's funny to hear you do it.
I know. I mean, we're all apes, aren't we?
Yeah.
We all came from apes.
We all came from one ape.
One ape. One god ape.
One ape.
Named Jesus.
One ape shot a big loogie onto Earth.
And then got crucified for it.
Yeah.
By other apes. And then the apes were like, you know what? This whole quadrupedal thing is not cool, so we're going to get up on two legs permanently.
And then they killed off the dinosaurs for fun.
Yeah, and then they're like, hey, I know we crucified you, but could you summon a meteor to just restart it all over again?
Yeah,
like,
when the meteor hit the flat Earth, it was like a disc. They hit one side of it. And
it flipped them all off into space.
Flipped them all off into space.
And that's why Mars had life on it.
No, and some of them flew to Mars, and that's created life on Mars. But then the reason why we have fossils is because the flat Earth came back around and smashed the dinosaurs.
You're right. Because once we hit zero gravity, we don't keep speed when we hit space.
Yes.
So they slow down enough for the world to spin back around and smack them and catch them again.
Yes.
And then they got buried deep within the Earth, dead.
Yes.
Because they went so fast back into the atmosphere.
They turned into instant skeletons in oil.
Yes. Even though by saying there's an atmosphere, I don't think flat earthers believe in atmospheres and like the layers of whatever's above us, like the ozone layer and all that.
We need a new theory. We need something more than
we need the dome
Earth.
theory.
The dome theory.
Yeah, flat Earth, but the dimensions of like the layers are real.
Yes.
So like it's perfect
And all
compromise.
the
honestly.
other planets are flat too. They're
Yeah.
just facing us all the time.
Yeah, they got hit by their own meteors to where they're upright now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when we go to it, it's like what we see in a lot of people depicting North Korea, where it's like cardboard buildings and standees.
It's just a child's mobile.
Yeah, it's just a child's
We're,
mobile.
we're a dust particle floating in like a baby's room.
Exactly. And then we wake up, and we're back in reality. And that's how the Big Bang happened.
So wait, are you saying like when the world ends, we just wake up?
Some people believe that. Some people believe this whole thing's like a simulation. It's insane.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
If
no.
I was a simulation, then why does food taste so goddamn good?
Yeah, if this is a simulation, why did I roll low on making myself happy? If this is a game, I could do whatever I want. How come capitalism is a thing?
If this is a simulation, then why does it hurt when I hit the wall with all my anger?
Yeah, if this is a simulation, why do I get hungry?
Yeah.
Why can't I just turn up?
If this is a simulation, why do I have to poop?
Yeah, if this is a simulation, where's the sandbox mode?
Yeah. Where are the other game modes?
Yeah, where are the other game modes? Where's creative mode?
Can I just play in single player? I don't
Yeah.
want to play multiplayer sometimes.
I sometimes, yeah, I just want a open field. I just don't want other people around me sometimes. If I could be the only man on earth for a little bit, it'd be wild.
Yeah. Can
I'd be so
why
scared.
why
though.
are we always stuck in survival mode?
Yeah, what? Who in the fuck would do that? I don't think that's just not simulation of them. It's just not.
It's not simulation of them.
Yeah, because they're like they went down the boring route of like, let's just see what this happens. It's like, do the other thing.
Dude, the devs need to put in some new game modes.
The
'cause
dev needs
this
to-
one's getting real
Yeah,
stale.
the devs need to patch this fucking game. It's getting old. I'm tired of this patch we're on right now. Add an expansion, goddammit.
Yeah.
And not ones that involve like bioterrorism and future wars, please.
Yeah, can we go back to like when they added like knights? Can we go back to that?
Can we go back to that? Can we go
Can we
back
go-
to the medieval feudalism where there's like the class system is even worse?
Can we go back
Serfs
to-
were a thing, and
Can we go back to the pre-alpha version?
yeah, can we go back to patch 1.0? Sam would have his long hair again. That was his 1.0 skin.
Oh my god! I almost thought that you forgot about that.
Forgot about what?
The soundboard.
No, it was being kept in the back of my mind for so long.
You're
I'm
like slowly caressing it
I
as
was
we're
like,
talking.
I was like, when is this my moment to use this once more? And it came in that form right there. Who else? We should talk about the cast we have in our life, like our characters in our cast. Introduce who could be possible guests in the future. All the B characters.
I would love to get our friend Bella on.
Mm-hmm. Bella's wonderful.
I think it would be hard
Yeah.
with 3 people doing a podcast.
Yeah, because 2 of us would have to share a mic.
In the
And I think that would be
in
amazing.
the setup room that we're renting, there's only 2 mics and 2 sets of headphones.
Mm-hmm.
One person would just have to be out of the loop and share a mic.
I think we would make it work.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
There's
One of us
only-
would get the podium.
that's behind everything.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to hear them.
No, they could. We would if they screamed loud enough,
But there's like a whole other room outside of this room.
and they can deal with it. This is show business.
Don't you know they're broadcasting this outside of a room as we speak?
Ex-
It's a live
Hey,
performance.
hey. I know it. I knew it. I want to just let you know now. I called that from the fucking start.
Yeah, but it's not on record.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I said that.
Is that how you're going to do that?
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll make a compromise. When Bella comes in, I'll just be in control of the soundboard. And Bella can speak.
Just going to cut her off.
No, I'm not going to cut them off. That'd be a hate crime. Oh,
My phone is ringing.
who's calling you?
I don't care.
Eustace Pack?
I have no idea.
Oh
who
my-
that is.
Who the fuck? Our third guest? You should have answered the call and put it up to the mic to see what they
I'm
said.
not doing that. What if it was something important?
Then your audience would get closer to you as a character.
What if it was like my social security number being read out loud?
That's when this would come in. If I heard the first
No,
number.
you would be too shocked. You'd be like gasping with your mouth over your head.
No, but then I'd be like,
They get like every other number, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'd be like, oh shit. I'd save you. You have to have faith in me.
Thanks, Boo. I know you always got my
I
back.
got you, boo. I got you. This is honestly a lovely first episode. If you don't keep this, if you scrap this, I'm gonna kill you.
I think it'll come out just somewhere.
Yeah.
Where? I don't know.
Spotify?
Does Spotify charge?
No. You can just if you have an account, you just set it up.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure, anyways. I never uploaded anything to it, but a lot of up and coming artists do that. Or you can do SoundCloud as well. SoundCloud's
Well,
free.
I can be a SoundCloud rapper.
Be a SoundCloud rapper, but under the podcast logo.
I didn't know they had a podcast logo.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they have a podcast section because people just upload sounds to it. That's where you can find like some sound effects.
Dude, I should upload just a file of me screaming.
People would jam out to that,
I'm sure they would,
especially if you remix it.
especially with noise music being a thing.
Yeah, which is insane to me. But I applaud those who can stand it. You know
You know what's really cool?
what?
Pirate Core.
Okay, we're bringing it back to One Piece now. I knew it.
No, we're done with that one.
I thought, okay. I do like Pirate Core, actually. You got me into some sea shanties.
Do you though?
I have some of them on my playlist. I have like 2,037 songs on my playlist.
Dude, I'm about to date this podcast.
You're about to date this podcast?
I'm about to date this podcast. You ready?
Yeah.
It's February 2024, Valentine's Day. Who you buying chocolates?
Myself, because I'm lonely.
I feel that.
I'm honestly thinking about chocolates, but I also might just buy some fruit snacks at work tonight.
Lucas, will you be my Valentine?
No.
Oh.
I'm not willing to cross that boundary. I'm sorry. Actually, wait. If it was like a friend thing, then yes. Galentine's Day. There we go. We're Galentines.
Galentine's?
Yeah, we're besties. Bestentine.
Best in time?
That's
Are you
not-
making up words?
No, I'm referencing Parks and Rec. Galentine's. That show. I
You know I don't watch that.
know, but I want you to so bad.
I don't want to.
Why not?
Those kinds of shows.
They're so funny. It's not I would never make you watch The Office. To those who like The Office, I don't know how. I liked it up until maybe season 5, and then everything. I was just like, kill me after that.
You want to hear something?
Yeah.
Bringing it back to One Piece.
Oh my
Grey's Anatomy.
Why would you bring up Grey's Anatomy?
Is the white women's One Piece?
Oh shit! You're right. The white woman's One Piece and the early 2000 gay man's One Piece. Because people were obsessed with those actors, even though all their characters are the same.
Isn't it still going?
I think so. It's either coming upon its final season or it's over. All I know is that when I was at the gym a long while ago, they were playing an ad where it's like the character who died was coming back from heaven to come back into the hospital because they need to save lives. Their desire to save lives was so strong that they revived themselves from heaven. It was cool. It was like a blurry sandy beach.
Wait,
It was a blurry sandy beach.
how long were they dead for?
I don't know. Maybe like in a few seasons. I don't watch Grey's Anatomy. A girl I liked watched a lot of it. Her name was Victoria. She's like, you need to watch Grey's Anatomy, and I was like, no. And then we compromised and watched The Last of Us.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I heard there was incest in Grey's Anatomy.
I think there was.
It's cool.
It's not really, but
I'm glad they were getting representation.
and yeah, just like in Pretty Little Liars, how we got representation of teacher-student relationships.
It's really cool. I'm really happy for them.
I was really not happy for them. I was like, this is gross. Because I think she was also underage. But, Grey's Anatomy was like, not Grey's Anatomy, Pretty Little Liars was like, we need to tell this narrative. It's so goddamn important.
Was it?
No. Because at the end, they try to like do this thing where, I forgot the character's name. I watched it so long ago. But she was like, I hold power in this relationship too. This is not a grooming relationship. So I'm going to break up with him. And then they got back together still. And there's a scene where it was like so impactful and powerful with the swelling of the music where she fucking jumps into the teacher's arms and like they're kissing and there's like a school bus right behind them. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, someone call the police. And it was so funny because he like goes to her parents and is like, I love your daughter. And she's like 17. I'm like 25. And so
that's a bit of a gap.
a little bit of a gap, we know. No, we don't actually. But basically, the dad was like, "This is fucking sick," and like punches the man, and the little brother punches him like, "Fuck yes." No, the dad doesn't punch him. He's just like, "Get the fuck out of my house. Stay away from my daughter." And then the brother like punches him in the face, and I was like, "Yes." And the mom was like, "Us restricting this kind of thing from you will only push you further from us. So I'm not going to tell your father. I will support this." And I was like, "No actual mom would do that. Honestly, it's insane. Don't watch that show. It's mind-numbingly awful."
I mean, I wasn't planning on
I
it.
bet you were. I know you were.
So bad.
Once
She
you
is so
caught up to
bad.
One Piece, you're like, what else am I going to watch besides Pretty Little Liars?
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Well, there's a crossover episode. One of the Pretty Little Liars characters goes to Grey's Anatomy.
Can't see my face right now, but I'm ecstatic.
It's Pogger's face.
Oh.
Oh, actually, I don't think there is, but that would be insane. I just wrote their comeback episode because I think the remake of Pretty Little Liars got canceled.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Lucas,
Mhm.
if you were a TV show, what would the genre be?
Oh my god. It would be either a mixture of queer love and horror, or honestly, that one's really good, or or dystopian, like young adult dystopian.
Mine would be tragic comedy.
Love that. Honestly, that works really well. Or slapstick.
Yeah. Dude, I've told you before, but my superpower would be to be a slapstick cartoon.
Yeah, no,
character.
you'd be like overpowered as fuck. I think you already know what power I want.
Magic.
Yeah, I just want magic. If I could Scarlet Witch my way through life, I'd feel so powerful.
Lucas, would you rather be this have the Scarlet Witch power abilities, or would you rather be a magical girl?
Well,
Like you're still yourself, but like you have a magical girl transformation.
If its power is akin to Sailor Moon, she's canonically the strongest anime character in existence. So I would. That's tough. I like the aesthetic of Scarlet Witch more, but in terms of power set, it would be the magical girl.
I'd definitely be a magical girl if I could.
I know the transformation is so nice. But Wanda kind of has one of that too. In WandaVision, kind of. It's very brief, but she kind of gets
Dude,
it.
if I can just like scream like Ben 10, like it's hero time, and I float into the air and like my clothes like glow away, and then like a ribbon wraps around me, forming like new clothes.
A beautiful gown.
Yeah, I'd so do that.
Honestly, that'd be so sick.
I shoot like a little laser out of my Star Blaster.
I thought you were about to say your little pee hole. I was like, oh. I was about to be like, oh no.
It's not that kind of podcast.
It's not that kind of podcast. No, honestly, a magical girl transformation would be incredible because
Would
have you
you-
seen Winx Club?
No,
Oh,
I'm a straight white guy.
I forget sometimes. Sometimes you give too much ally and I'm like, oh, he's zesty. And so no, if you ever do have time, just look up transformations in Winx Club because honestly, magical girl transformations for them were
Is it
slay.
like horrifying where like wings sprout from the back and they
No,
scream?
if
and,
you
like,
watch the live action, yeah, but if you watch the animated one, their magical girl transformations are actually really fucking cool.
Wow,
My favorite one was Tekna.
Lucas,
Mm-hmm.
shut up. Let's end the podcast.
Sorry, I had to get that out because you just infuriated me.
Lucas,
Don't make me.
You made me let out the beast once more. Do you regret it?
no.
That was pathetic.
Oh my God.
Lucas, we don't have
have
time.
I think we do.
We don't.
Yes, we do.
My time for this room is about to end. Lucas,
Yes.
turn off the voice.
Give me 1 second. I just welcome to the ASMR segment. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're back.
Lucas,
Do you want me to play this out?
no.
Bye.